You know the material cold. You've memorized the case laws and statutes. Yet, when grades come back, you're staring at an unexpectedly average score. Often, the problem isn't a lack of knowledge, it's that the examiner can't find it. The most common culprit is the unstructured wall of text, a dense block of writing where key legal arguments are easily overlooked during grading. Over the next 5 minutes, we are going to take a blank page and construct a 6-part framework for a 10-mark answer, using the highly tested topic of negligence as our live build. Scoring top marks requires more than memory recall. It requires a presentation style that highlights your legal reasoning as clearly as possible. The first step is matching your answer to the point value of the question. The marks available determine the depth of the structure you need to provide. This side-by-side map shows the difference. A 10-mark question requires a full 6-part breakdown. A 5-mark question is more concise, focusing on a definition, key points, and one example. Since we are tackling a 10-mark negligence question, we will utilize the full 6-part framework. We begin with the setup. Use bold titles and numbered headings to organize the page. This tells the examiner exactly where your definition ends and your analysis begins. Under your first heading, provide a clear definition. Negligence is the breach of a legal duty to take reasonable care, resulting in damage to another. You can add weight to this definition by attributing it to a recognized jurist. For instance, citing Salmon's definition of a civil wrong shows the examiner you've studied the formal foundations of the law. Starting with numbered headings anchors the page. It signals to the person grading your paper that they are looking at a methodical, organized response. From the definition, we move to step 3, breaking the legal requirements down into essential elements. For a negligence claim to succeed, 3 elements must be proven: a duty of care, a breach of that duty, and actual damage. Instead of hiding these elements inside a long paragraph, pull them out into a vertical list. This approach creates white space on the page, giving your points some visual breathing room. Prioritizing this layout makes your knowledge easy to scan. It reduces the chance of a tired examiner overlooking a specific legal requirement you've correctly identified. With the elements listed, step 4 is to support them with case law and practical illustrations. For landmark cases like Donahue v. Stevenson, use a dedicated heading. Subdivide the section into 2 clear bullet points: the facts and the judgment. Under facts, briefly mention the decomposed snail in the bottle. Under judgment, state that the manufacturer was held liable for the consumer's injury. Once you've provided the legal precedent, you need to show you can apply the principle yourself with an original example. Create a simple hypothetical, such as a surgeon performing an operation carelessly and causing injury to a patient. Developing your own unique example shows that you understand how the law functions in practice, rather than just repeating a textbook case. Next, we move to step 5, the conclusion. Wrap up with a short summary of why the concept matters. For example, note that negligence law exists to protect individual rights and provide a path to compensation for victims. Before you finish, perform a quick quality check by comparing your answer to common student mistakes. This comparison shows the difference. Our new version has clear headings, cited case law, and specific examples, with no dense blocks of text. By isolating your evidence into these dedicated sections, you make it much harder for an examiner to miss the legal knowledge you've put on the page. This completed answer is organized and professional. It's presented in a way that's easy to grade. This blueprint is adaptable. You can use this same logic for almost any long-form law question you encounter. Your next step is to apply this 6-part framework to other key topics, such as the essentials of tort, vicarious liability, or defamation. When you combine thorough revision with a clear structure, you can go into your exams with much more confidence. Success in law and reward.